I guess we didn't need to enjoy the same books, but I just wanted to share what was important to me. But anyway, that's not really important anymore, seeing as we're no longer together.
Hi, my name is Aaron Lee, your host with Write With Me, your daily writing companion. Today, you guessed it, we're going to be writing another short story. Together, you and I are going to go on a writing adventure together. We're going to be writing an imperfect story in 10 minutes or less. That's right, imperfect and 10 minutes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me get started by reading a little quote from Julia Cameron, the writer's life. Hopefully this will inspire our writing session today. Writing is an act of self-cherishing. We often write most deeply and happily on those areas closest to our hearts. Valuing our experience is not narcissism. It is not endless self-improvement. It is rather the act of paying active witness to ourselves and the world, our world. Such witness is an act of dignity, an act that recognizes that life is essentially a sacred transaction of which we know only the shadow, not the shape. Ooh. Hopefully that did something to you. Marinate on those words. We're gonna write an imperfect story. And what that means is we're gonna turn our brains off and we're gonna let our fingers do the writing. This seems kind of strange. Maybe if you're not used to turning your brain off, it could not feel good. Feel like there's a bit of a struggle there, but it's okay.
You're okay.
I'm not gonna judge anything that you write, and we're not gonna have no judgments here, you know? This is a very safe writing environment. There's no teachers grading you.
Stop teaching me grammar.
Just stop teaching me grammar.
There's no professors. There's nothing at stake here. Allowing yourself to express yourself freely. And that's the whole point of writing. We're not necessarily here to all become professional writers.
You'll never make it as a writer.
We're here to experience the pleasure of writing. We're here to explore the creativity, the depths of our innermost being, and see what the hell's going on. And we transmute it onto the page. This is our canvas to write. And what comes out might be shocking. What comes out might be hilarious. We're not here to do things perfectly. We're here to make a lot of mistakes with no judgment whatsoever.
It's terrible.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. Take a sip of coffee or tea or water. Three things. Number one, get rid of all the distractions you got in your life. Please go somewhere quiet where you're not gonna be disturbed for the next 10 minutes. Or maybe just put some headphones on so you don't have to listen to the world. Focus in for a second. Number two, grab your favorite writing tool. I got a typewriter here. You can grab a piece of paper, pen, pencil. It can be on your computer if you want. And then number three, let's get to work here. So before we dive in, let's just take a few moments and maybe do some stretches. Just loosen up real quick, all right? Gotta get these fingers working real good. So let's do that. Let's take a couple of deep breaths, all right? So breathe in with me. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. If you've never written anything besides school reports or emails, that's okay. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Doesn't matter what level you are. We're not worrying about being professional writers, as I said before. We're not worried about being perfect. What we're trying to do here is access deep parts of our psyche, transmute them on to the paper. We're gonna come up with all kinds of interesting, fun, little characters. Don't worry about what's gonna happen. All you need to do is focus on putting one word down at a time. If you're ever stuck while you're writing, just write one word and then write the next word and then write the next word. And that's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about the ending. Don't worry about the middle. Don't worry about how things will connect to each other. Don't worry about being funny or smart. Don't worry about any of those things. Just breathe in together. Breathe out. And write one word. I'm gonna give you the writing prompt of Tuesday. That's your writing prompt. Tuesday. I must be an old Norse god or something. Think about the days of the week, why they have the names that they do. Tuesday in particular. Breathe in and breathe out. You can throw that away. It doesn't need to be about anything. If you need something, Tuesday is your word. I'm gonna set 10 minutes on this timer. Together, we're just gonna explore what comes out, all right? Let's enjoy ourselves, because this is our time to have fun, all right? And here we go. One word at a time. You can do this. That's time. Congratulations. You wrote a story. I'm gonna applaud you right there. That's fantastic work. I am so proud of you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder, the back, the thigh, the knee, the butt. Anywhere that you want to pat yourself, you deserve that. Let's take a well-deserved breath, all right? All right, the worst is over. You did it. I hope that you do share your story with someone that you love. And if you love yourself, share it with yourself. You get to enjoy reading a story that you just wrote. That's an amazing thing. Can you believe that? You're not reading something that someone else wrote. You're reading a part of you. You have so many different layers and parts of you. You can read something that you've written and not even know who wrote it. Because you're like, whoa, I wrote this? This is incredible. I didn't know I had this inside of me. And that's what it feels like to read something you've written with eyes so beautiful. It's like reading something your child wrote or something. Anyway. All right. So remember the word, if you wanted the word, was Tuesday. All right. So here's what I wrote about Tuesday. Okay?
Tuesday, September 24th. I was reading on a train like in those 1920s books you should have read. I bought you the books, but you couldn't get through them. That's okay. I guess we didn't need to enjoy the same books, but I just wanted to share what was important to me. But anyway, that's not really important anymore, seeing as we're no longer together. But there I was reading on the train, and I thought of you for a moment. I thought of the concept of love and romance and how it isn't even about the person, but the idea of the person. It's just human nature, I suppose, to fall in love with them for whatever reason. I wondered what attracted me to you, just in the same way I was attracted to train travel or reading the 1920s books. I wondered a lot back then, and still do. I wondered why I wrote this in the first place and why. Writing was developed in the first place. Did you know that our alphabet comes from the Samaritans? Apparently the Greek chaps picked it up, and thus the copycat Romans got a hold of it. And the next thing you know, I have the gift of writing this nonsense in order to process my own life. But there's something about trains that I love. Probably because I keep reading about them in my 1920s books.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I do love 1920s books. 1930s, anything. I guess there's great things coming out all over the world all the time. Train travel is fantastic. I recommend that you travel by train at least once in your life. But all those other things are great as well. Well, thank you so much for coming and writing and doing the work. It's not even really work. It's just showing up and having fun, really. Again, my name is Aaron Lee with Write With Me, and I'm your daily writing companion. And I hope to see you again tomorrow to write another beautiful story together. But until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your life. Take care, my friend.